Hi, I'm Daniel Montera, and today I'm going to teach you how to make a beefcake. So if you want to learn how to do this, keep on watching. The things you will need are 1 kilogram of beef meat, 1/4 of an onion, 2 tablespoons of butter, a small bunch of parsley, 2 pieces of garlic, mozzarella cheese, tomato soup, and lastly, some bacon. First, we're gonna chop off all the vegetables.
Marley on the beat.
Then you're gonna preheat your oven at 180 degrees Celsius. While that is preheating, we're gonna fry the bacon. We're gonna fry our bacon at a low fire. It's important that you do so, otherwise the oil will get into your skin. Then we're gonna stir the bacon in a circle motion. We're gonna do so until the bacon gets a brownish color and gets a crispy texture. We're gonna start by adding all the parsley into the mixture. Then we're gonna add the onions and the garlic. Finally, we're gonna add all the bacon and the pieces of cheese. Now that we have everything together, we're gonna go ahead and mix them. You need to make sure that every single ingredient is even, so in the final piece, you get every single flavor. Now, as a final touch, you can pour the tomato soup into the mixture and you can add as much salt as you want. I like a lot of salt, so I added a lot of salt. So now that we have the base of our beefcake, if you will, we're gonna put it in an oven tray. And again, you want to make sure that everything is flat, everything is even, and that you pour the whole thing in the oven tray. This is more so how you want it to look like, so everything will cook. Now, it's finally ready to go into the oven. You just need to put a tin foil on top so it'll cook faster, and it needs to sit there for about 50 minutes or so. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to the mashed potatoes. You need to boil about 4 potatoes and then peel them and, of course, smash them. As you can see, I had a really hard time doing this and I needed help from my mother. Once that really hard quest is done, now in a pan, you need to put the 2 tablespoons of butter and about 4 pieces of onion so you can start cooking your mashed potatoes. Then, you need to wait until the onions become a little bit more translucent and then you can add all the mashed potatoes that you want. And you need to add a little bit of milk and a little bit of condiment. And now the final step to your mashed potatoes is just mixing them a little, being careful that they don't burn, and it's way easier than smashing them, so I would definitely recommend. In the end, they need to look a little bit like this, not too runny and not too dry. Fast forward 50 minutes, and now the beefcake is ready. Once the beefcake is ready, you can start with the fun part, that is decorating. I put the mashed potatoes in a Ziploc bag and I cut a hole. I tried to do a little bit of a design and it definitely didn't work. At the end, I just grabbed a spoon and just put the mashed potatoes all over the beefcake. In the video, you can see me fail at this, but it's definitely really fun if you really try to do a design. After you're done decorating, you need to put it in the oven for another 10 minutes at the same temperature. And after those 10 minutes, ta-da! You got your beefcake. At the end, I'm just decorating with a little bit of black pepper. And this is our final result. And for the mojito, you're gonna need a few leaves of mint, some ice that we're gonna crush later on. Then we're gonna use some sugar. Then we're gonna use some mineral water. I used around 6 ounces. We're gonna need around 3 lemons for the drink and for the decoration at the end. And lastly, we're gonna use some rum. It's normally done with white, but I decided to mix it up and do it with brown. First, we're gonna prepare all the ingredients. I'm gonna start by cutting the lemons in half, and then I'm gonna take the seeds out. Then I'm going to separate all of the leaves of the mint. And for the last ingredient that we need to prepare, I'm gonna put all of the ice in a grinder. And you need to make sure that the ice that you have is enough so you can fill your cup to at least half. And now to make the actual mojito, you're gonna take 1 tablespoon of sugar and you're gonna put it in the cup. Then you're gonna take 1/2 of a lemon, squish the whole thing into the cup and then drop it. Then you're gonna take the mint and you're gonna put it in the cup. You can do as much as you want. After that, you're gonna grab the ice and you're gonna fill your cup until half. Then you're gonna grab your mineral water, pour the whole thing into the cup, and lastly, just grab the rum and put just like a little shot into the cup. It's just as alcoholic as you want it to get. Then just need to mix it up a little bit and you got your mojito. I hope Joel enjoyed this recipe. See you next time.